What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of Egan 51 Reacts. Back at it again, man, with another so fresh and so clean video. Today we got the scary truth about Lamine Yamal, my glorious king, the so inspirational, the best talent to ever set foot on earth after Messi. Nobody is noticing. The only scary truth I know about Lamine Yamal is that he's going to terrorize the league for the next 15 to 20 years. And that is facts! Without further ado, man, let's check it out.
At just the age of 17, Lamine Yamal is already a freak of nature.
Oh, that is facts.
Messi
that is facts, bro.
He's been doing at 17 and 16 years old.
I've not seen a player like that for 7 or 8 years.
When you have a player with that kind of balance, skill and flair and attitude, what I love about him is his character.
Damn.
Not only does he...
Hey, my king, bro. This nigga is so inspirational, dog.
We're watching one of the most gifted...
Once again, I gotta tell you, we gotta thank God that he put us that's literally witnessing this right now, today, bro. Thank God that he put you in Lamine Yamal's era, because this shit is going to be special, bro. This kid is going to be the greatest ever, bro. Y'all trying to deny that, bro. But, bro,
has ever seen.
That is just his destiny, bro.
Like he's in his
that
prime.
is just destiny.
A 17-year-old who is already the face of Barcelona. A 17-year-old who is already the star of Spain. Yamal is doing...
That is crazy, bro. At 16 years old, bro, being a star in your national fucking football team. Yo, he's doing stuff that nobody else has done, bro.
Ronaldo and even Neymar weren't doing at his age. He is already the biggest thing happening in football right now.
Yo! W Glaze!
And he's not stopping anytime soon. He talks
he won't, bro.
And he definitely backs up everything he says.
Yeah!
Someone.
Yeah!
But that's only a part of the story. Because as good as Yamal
what
is,
you mean?
there is something scary that
what
no
do you
one
mean?
is noticing. And while the world is busy celebrating his magic, we forget he's still a child. When you really watch Yamal play, you begin to notice something. The way he dribbles, the way he floats past defenders, how the ball just sticks to him, the way he pulls gravity and
magic,
the game
bro.
towards him in the
it's
big
magic,
moments.
bro.
It's all starting to look a little too familiar. I could swear we've seen this story before, and the last time it looked this good, it didn't end the way we hoped.
Nah, you can't compare him to Neymar, bro. You can, bro. Let's hear this guy out, bro. Let's hear him out.
If you had to build the perfect player, combining Cristiano's swagger, Neymar's dribbling, and Messi's unpredictability, you'd get Lamine.
3 players in
Yamal.
one, bro. That is crazy.
It sounds crazy. I thought the same too. But what Yamal has shown us this season has never been done before. At least not by any 17-year-old. Just look at the goals he scored in the Champions League semi-final. Or that goal and assist he dropped to win the Espanyol games. He literally handed Barcelona the trophy.
Yo, no glaze, bro. No glaze. This nigga is literally the greatest player I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes behind Messi, bro. Look at the Shelly, bro. That shit is so tough, bro. Look at Lamine Yamal, bro. Look at Lamine Yamal, man.
Lamine Yamal is not.
He's not human.
I know.
Facts.
I've said things like that before about so many players, but this feels different.
He's special. He's
generational type of talent.
How good is this guy? 17 years old.
I do it.
Generational type of talent, bro. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. This nigga is tough, bro.
I think he's the best player in the world, to be honest.
Is he the best player?
Hey, man, props to that guy, bro.
All evidence points to yes.
While other young talents take time to grow, Lamine Yamal is doing it right now.
Look at Lamine Yamal, man.
This kid isn't just surviving at the top level. He is the
dominating.
Top level. He's
dominating, bro.
He's the best in Barcelona. He's dictating play and performing on the biggest stages of football. In the Champions League quarter and semi.
I don't know why they are comparing him to Neymar, because here is my opinion on this, bro. Neymar wasn't the number 1 player in Barcelona, right? So he chose a different career path. He left Messi at Barcelona and all that type of other stuff. I reacted to it the other day, bro. So this is why I know this, bro. So don't compare Lamine Yamal to Neymar, bro. Lamine Yamal is the #1 player in Barcelona, bro. He is the #1 star on the Barcelona team, bro. The only thing is, he just got to be mentored, bro, the right way, the correct way, bro, because he's still young, bro. Like, he still has to go through phases and stuff, bro. That's what I'm scared of, bro. But, hey, man, this kid about to go crazy, bro. My king!
Final, he scored in a European Championship semi-final.
Hey!
He scored
crazy goal, bro.
This has never been done before.
Bro.
Just so you know, at 16, Messi was still in the academy. Cristiano hadn't even debuted professionally. And Neymar, he was still playing youth football in Brazil. But Yamal?
Hey,
he's already
round of
doing it
applause
under
to my
the
glorious
brightest
king,
lights.
bro.
You need to watch how he drifts between the lines, the way he manipulates the ball.
Effortlessly, bro. Bro, he's, without any argument, bro, no glaze, he is one of the top ball dribblers. Yo, the top efficient dribblers in the fucking league right now, and that's facts, bro.
The composure, like football is happening in slow motion around him. 1 minute he's hugging
bro.
the touchline, the next he's carving up 3 defenders on the inside like
Hey,
he's playing
man,
five-a-side
and he
on
always gotta
grass.
be double
But you know
teamed, bro.
what? I'm not surprised. Because when we go all the way back to one photo in 2007, then it all begins to make sense.
He was bathed by
Almost
Messi,
17
bro.
years ago,
This is
legendary
crazy.
Soccer player Lionel
This
Messi
is crazy,
posted
bro.
pictures with a small baby.
Messi literally transferred his aura right into baby Lamine Yamal. That's why he's so tough, bro. He is gonna be one of the greatest players to ever exist in football history, bro.
Who was visiting a Barcelona locker room.
The owner,
charity
the
camp
daddy
photo
of
shoot.
Real
Who could have guessed
Madrid.
that 16 years later, that baby would grow up to be Lamine Yamal, the youngest male goal
So
scorer
inspirational,
in European
dog.
Championship history.
I mean, it almost feels like destiny. Call it a transference of power or a baptism.
Bro,
from
this guy is literally saying what I just said, bro. Yo, my ball knowledge, bro, gotta be up there,
one
bro.
great to another.
I
soon-to-be.
just turned
There's
into a
no
football
denying
fan, but my
how
ball
good
knowledge
Yamal
is crazy,
You
bro.
can kind of
This
see
shit is
it
tough
when
out
you're
here.
in La Masia as well. But that's not all.
Woo!
Because when you look at the stats, he's broken more records in 2 seasons than some players do in a career. And he's doing it
Wow.
in the most pressured shirt in world football.
That's a
But what's
crazy
even more
stat line,
terrifying,
bro.
He makes it look easy.
Easy.
And we love it. We're obsessed with it.
I love
'Cause
it,
when
bro.
he touches the ball, anything can happen. But here's where things start to feel a little too familiar. Because as much as Lamine Yamal is breaking records, dazzling defenders, and rewriting football history, we've seen this movie before. And the last time the world celebrated a teenager this
aura,
way,
bro.
we witnessed a tragic story of a prince who never became a king.
Bro, like I just said, bro, Neymar can't be compared to Lamine Yamal. Neymar chose a different path. Lamine Yamal ain't gonna do that, bro. He is the #1. How do I fucking put this, bro? The #1 choice. He is the #1 choice, bro, in Barcelona. So there's no way, bro. And we just acquired a player so Lamine Yamal can get some rest in between the games, bro. This shit about to go crazy, y'all.
Persona que más te haya inspirado.
Mi madre,
¿Quién era tu deportista favorita en tus inicios?
Neymar.
This is Lamine Yamal. This is Neymar.
Hey, Neymar
This
is
Lamine Yamal.
a fucking
This
icon,
is Neymar
bro.
again. If you're watching closely, and I mean really closely,
You can't
you'll
see the difference,
something.
bro.
Something flashy, something
can't see the
audacious,
difference,
and worst of
Yay!
all, something
Yo, those sharp turns are
worrying.
low-key underrated.
His idol is Neymar. His style of play?
Look
just
at
like
Lamine
Neymar.
Yamal.
Showmanship, the expression, the chaos. He's being worshipped the same way Neymar was. You see, when Neymar arrived in
That's
football,
crazy, bro. That is crazy, bro.
chaos
That nigga's
is
literally
being
on his
worshipped.
knees. That guy's on his knees, bro. Just give him the blowjob at this point, bro. The fuck is this? Yo, the glaze is insane, bro. I don't want to hear anyone saying I glaze Lamine Yamal ever again, bro, because look at this shit, bro.
the same
This
way
shit is
Neymar
crazy.
was. You see, when Neymar arrived in football, he didn't ease his way in. He exploded into it. At just 18, he wasn't playing like a prospect, he was playing like a headline. From day one, he had it all. The flair, the chaos, the brilliance. Neymar
Damn.
was a highlight reel event. He was the stuff dreams were made of, the peak of our childhood days.
Wow,
and
that's
the wonder
crazy.
kid
Stuff
the world
dreams are made
couldn't
of,
take
bro?
its eyes off. Now, fast forward to today. Tell me, that doesn't sound exactly like Lamine Yamal. Because just like Neymar, Yamal isn't just there to
Bro,
pass.
I
and
don't
move with
like
the
this,
team.
bro. I don't
He's here
like
to
what you're
entertain,
doing, bro.
To electrify, to make you feel something every single time he touches the ball. He plays with rhythm, with defiance, with poise. You can see the similarities clearly. The drag backs,
This
the
is so
feints,
tough,
no-look
bro.
passes, the impossible goals. This is art.
Look at Lamine
Youthful
Yamal,
football
man.
At its peak, right at the feet of a young kid. But the resemblance doesn't stop there. Yamal has never shied away from it. He said it himself, Neymar is his idol, his blueprint, his inspiration. The way he stands before taking a man on, the way he smiles just before doing something outrageous, the way he treats defenders like they're part of the theatre. It's deja vu all over again. And just like Neymar, Lamine Yamal has been blessed by the hands of a god as well. Neymar was anointed by Messi on the pitch, but Yamal, he was anointed before he could even walk. As if destiny
That's the
reached out
difference,
early
bro.
and said,
That is the difference.
you're next. And that's the most poetic, but perhaps the most terrifying part of all. Lamine Yamal is following the same path. He has the hairstyle and the flair.
He is not following the same fucking path. What does... Yo, bro. This nigga is fucking... This is rage bait, bro. This is rage bait, bro.
He already has the global attention. The magazine covers, the internet obsessions, the heir to the throne branding. All before he's even turned 18. And this is where it starts to get scary. Because we've seen this story before. We've seen what happens when this path is left unchecked. Because Neymar, for all his glory, talent and skills, was always an almost. Almost Ballon d'Or. Almost the face of football. He was almost the legend he was supposed to be for Brazil.
Bro, Neymar would have went crazy if Messi and Ronaldo wasn't in each era, bro. It's just... That is just unfortunate for him, bro. I don't know why y'all are comparing Lamine Yamal to Neymar, bro.
Not because he lacked talent, but because of something much bigger. And with Yamal, we might be watching the same story, but in a different timeline.
Oh my
And if
fucking
we're being
gosh,
honest,
bro.
it's happening even faster this time.
What does this guy mean?
To be fair to Neymar, he wasn't fraud. He was a victim of timing. Because of what Messi and Ronaldo did during their era, you'd have to be an even greater
Y'all see, I
alien to
just
claim the face of
stated this,
football
bro.
from them.
I just
The crazy
stated
thing
this, bro.
is, Neymar did have what it took to surpass them, but for some reason, we'll be exposing now, he never became the guy. And that's where this gets scary. When you start to break down Neymar's career down to his habits, decisions, the patterns, you begin to see echoes of something forming. Something that now feels a little too close to Lamine Yamal. Let's start with this. Neymar loved the spotlight. Whether it was the game, the media, or the parties, Neymar was always performing. At Santos, he was a king, winning the Puskás Award at just 19, dazzling in front of millions, and he thrived on it. Then came Barcelona, and for a while, he actually looked like he was ready to take over the world. But that was Messi's team, so no matter how good Neymar was, he would never be number.
That's the thing, bro. Neymar's mindset was fucked up with yo. He literally played with the greatest player of all time, bro. That, bro, you can't help that, bro. It's, oh, I don't know, bro.
Number one. So he decided to leave, chasing a new spotlight, chasing
You
his
see
own
what he
story,
did, bro?
only to end up at PSG under an even bigger spotlight hugger, Kylian Mbappe. Now, let's be clear.
And
this
Mbappe
is
is
not
like
Neymars'
that,
story,
bro.
or at least not yet. He's still just a kid, finding his feet, figuring things out. But that's where it is scary. Because if Neymar, one of the most talented players we've ever seen, could be drawn into that need, the need to be the man, what stops Yamal from heading the same way? I mean, in Barcelona right now, he's sharing the spotlight with other elite players like Pedri and Rafinha. Already, the world is
But
calling
he shines above them, bro.
him the next
That's
big
why
thing.
that's why it's different, bro. He is the #1 player at Barcelona. I hope y'all get what I'm trying to say, bro. I can't exactly put it into the words that I want to. Yo,
But since he adores Neymar so
hey, man,
much, you could kind of see
everyone
why
has
it's
their own
scary.
opinions.
And we haven't even mentioned the money yet. Because beyond the fame, Neymar's move to PSG was one of the biggest financial transfers in football history. And for all his love of the game, the deal showed one thing very clearly. Neymar didn't just want the crown, he wanted the cash too. And Yamal? He's not there yet. But we'd be naive to not admit he's still a teenager surrounded by parents, agents, advisors, and one of the most powerful names in football management, Mendes. And if you know Mendes, you know exactly how this goes when it comes to money. That's the concern. Because right now,
What do you mean?
Yamal has everything
What does he mean by
to be
that?
the best. But in football, it only takes one wrong turn, one bad choice to lose it all. If you're swayed in even the slightest way by the wrong advice, then it might all be over. And I'm swayed.
Lamine celebrates with Neymar and Rio. Single and happy.
in even the slightest way by the wrong advice, then it might all be over. And unfortunately for
Why are y'all talking down on Neymar, bro? He went through this shit, bro. Obviously, he's gonna help Lamine Yamal go on a better path, bro. Y'all are taking this shit too far, bro.
Neymar, when he chose money over his career, that was the beginning of the end. But even when the problem is not money or ego, there are still two more reasons to be worried. These were the same reasons that affected Rooney, and Yamal might be walking that very same path.
Oh my god. This nigga is trying to jinx this shit, bro. This nigga is trying to jinx it, bro. The fuck? Come on, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I have bad weather, guys, so I don't know what the fuck is going on right now, bro. We back, y'all.
Every generation has a kid, a wonder, a name that echoes through headlines before it ever echoes through history. There was a time when the biggest hype in the world was Wayne Rooney, and to be fair, he did live up to the expectation in a way.
Who the
But
fuck
have
is
you
that?
ever wondered why he retired at the age of 35? Rooney made his professional debut with his local club Everton at age 16, becoming the youngest goal scorer in Premier League history in his first season, playing over 77 games for Everton within 2 years. He later went on to make his big move to Manchester United just 2 years later, eventually playing over 550 games for Manchester United. Sounds
Damn.
familiar, right? A wonder kid burst onto the scene looking the part, and all of a sudden, he has much game time. But the truth is, when you really zoom out, the minutes Lamine Yamal has accumulated are insane. Yamal has played over 100 games and counting for Barcelona, and he's not 18 yet. In comparison, that was more minutes than Rooney had over his entire Everton career and his first 2 seasons for Man United. Yes, he's doing fine. Yes, he looks electric. But we've seen this before. Wayne Rooney was equally a superb wonder kid, but by age 31, he was done. He eventually retired at age 35, but true fans will tell you he was actually done by 31 because his body had taken a huge toll from playing too much too soon. And that is exactly what we are seeing right now in Yamal. But you know what?
That's why we went and acquired the Rooney guy, the other Rooney guy, not this guy. I don't know who the fuck this is, bro. The other Rooney guy from the Copenhagen team to make Lamine Yamal rest, bro. Hansi Flick ain't stupid, bro. Y'all gotta peep and lock in, bro. This shit is way beyond y'all understanding. I don't know what the fuck I wanted to say, bro. I'm gonna edit that out.
Rooney might be far-fetched. Let's look at 3 more La Masia products in Ansu Fati, Gabi, and Pedri. Before Yamal, Ansu Fati was deemed the last teenage savior of Barcelona, given the heavy Messi number 10 shirt. Ansu Fati made his debut at 16 years and 298 days. And just like Yamal, he was already scoring in the Champions League for fun. At 17,
oh yeah, and I saw on Instagram that Lamine Yamal has the number 10 jersey. I don't know how to feel about that, bro. But if he feels comfortable in the number 10 jersey, bro, who am I to argue, bro? Bro, go with what your heart tells you, bro.
Compared to Messi, the club called him the future and gave him the shirt right after Messi left. But he never got a future because his body couldn't keep up with the minutes. He played too many games, too much intensity, and eventually got injured. Multiple knee surgeries later, and Fati, once the crown jewel of Camp Nou, is now struggling to stay fit or even get into the team. And the same thing is happening to Gavi, another kid who was praised for playing like a 30-year-old in a teenager's body, now sidelined with a devastating ACL injury.
Yo, I didn't know the Gabi guy has an ACL injury, bro. What the fuck? Yo, I don't know, bro, but it's very rare to see a player be himself again after an ACL injury, bro. No bullshit, y'all. No bullshit. I've seen that shit a lot of times, bro. It's 1% that comes back stronger than they was, bro. Like the nigga Kevin Durant, bro. That nigga had a torn ACL, bro. That nigga came back better than ever, bro. I don't know, bro. But let's see, bro.
After racking up over 100 games before turning 20. Even Pedri, who once ran the midfield for Spain at the Euros, missed months with recurring injuries after playing 73 games in a single season at 18. Do you see the pattern? These aren't lazy players. They're not mentally weak, they're just overused, overexposed, and underprotected. And that's not just at Barca. It happened to Jack Wilshere, Alexandre Pato, even Neymar, for all his brilliance, never reached the heights he was destined for. Why? Because football idolized him instead of managing him. And now, he's past his best at 34 in a Santos shirt. And now, we look at Lamine Yamal, the most talented of them all, already being played like a seasoned pro, already carrying the responsibility of a veteran, already showing signs of, let's be honest, early fatigue. These are matches where you see it. A slight drop in focus. The risky pass instead of the right one. Like the Inter Milan game. Moments where it feels like the brand is playing more than the boy. And this is not a criticism, this is a plea. Because Lamine Yamal doesn't deserve to be another chapter in this book of wasted wonders. He's too good for that. But talent alone won't save him. So the real question isn't how good he is, it's this. Will his team and the world be able to give him what Neymar never got?
What's that? What is that? What?
The world doesn't need another fallen wonder kid. Doesn't need a story about what could have been. Another career defined by burnout, pressure, and injuries.
It ain't gonna be like that, bro.
What Lamine Yamal needs right now isn't more praise. What he needs is time. Time to make mistakes. Time to grow. Time to just be a kid. He needs coaching that prioritizes his development over his match stats. He needs more rest days than press tours. He needs teammates who shield him and mentors who teach him. And most importantly, he needs a system that doesn't treat him like a brand before he's even finished becoming a player. Because talent like his doesn't come around often.
Isn't that his father, bro? Are you telling me that, yo, that's his father, right? Yo, this is personal, bro. Why would his father treat him as a brand, bro? Can somebody just explain to me that in the comment section, bro, please? I'm a little bit lost, bro.
Before he's even finished becoming a player. Because talent like his doesn't come around often. And when it does, we have two choices. We either protect it, or we exploit it. We either let it blossom, or we choke it with our expectations. The world doesn't need another kid who fades out like Pato did. We've seen what happens when football chooses the latter. And we cannot afford to do that again. Because Lamine Yamal, he could be the greatest of all time,
bro,
but only if we let him grow into that at his own pace.
Hey man, I only hear facts, bro. This is the whole truth this guy is speaking, bro. I disagree with what he said in the beginning, bro, but this is what he's saying here. Oh my fucking god, bro, my sentence construction is out of I'm gonna edit that out, bro. I'm gonna fucking
Lamine Yamal. And I hope to see him at the very top. But as much as we celebrate his talent, we need to protect his journey. Because the scary part isn't that he reminds us of Neymar, it's that the world around him does too. Do you believe Yamal will fulfill his potential? Let us know what you think.
Yes, he will, bro. Yes, he will. Hey man, that's gonna wrap it up. W fucking video, bro. W storytelling, by the way, bro. Shout out to Ballers Hub, bro. Hey, this is a fucking amazing video, bro. I ain't gonna fucking lie, bro. Nice breaking down and all that stuff, bro. This is gonna wrap it up, guys.